From a total rework on all the fighting styles to a brand new subclass system and even potions that give you special buffs. I'm not making it up. Blox Fruits is hinting at all of these things being added in the upcoming updates in bulletin number 6. So let's take a look at all the information they gave us and do a deep dive to figure out what it all means. All right, here we go. The Blox Bulletin number 6. I had no idea that they're called the Blox Bulletins. It's so hard to say. And right off the bat, we got a picture of more meteors being dumped onto to the turtle island. This thing just keeps on getting abused for no reason. And there's Queen Redhead here smirking for some reason. This dude looks evil as hell, man. Maybe Indra's the good guy after all. You know, completely beating this guy to a pulp and locking him up in a jail cell, keeping him away from society. This guy's a total menace. Look at him. But I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea what the Blox Fruits lore is. Here's the first one. Boom! In the booth. Wait, what, by who? King T. Igoi? This person's parents definitely didn't love him, giving him a name like that. King T. Bro. Hey, King T, what's up, bro? How you doing? A quiet afternoon at Pirate Village took a sharp turn yesterday when a local popcorn vendor's machine erupted. Now, I know we're all wondering the same thing right now. The question weighing on all of our minds. Where the hell is the popcorn vendor on Pirate Village? Yeah, because I've never seen it. So I decided to come all the way back here to the first sea where the peasants hang out to investigate. Wait, is this the popcorn vendor? Are these... They're just a bunch of empty structures being held together by like chopsticks or something. Alright guys, I've searched far and wide on this lifeless island here. No sign of popcorn to be seen. Alright, the clickbait on the bulletin is real. Witnesses say the vendor was preparing a new spicy popcorn recipe. Spicy popcorn? Ew! Yeah, I'm glad the machine blew up. You know what? Blow the whole island up for coming up with such a nasty recipe. Until a tall, silent customer approached the booth. Moments later, the kernel began rattling violently before bursting open in a series of sharp pops. Yeah, that's how popcorn works.
Building pressure.
The popcorn kernel gets heated and pops and bursts. Why are we acting like something magical and sinister just happened? That's how you make popcorn. The only thing that I can think of is corn kernels bursting open due to overheating. And what has fire powers? Maybe the flame fruit? They just reworked the model. Or maybe it's the magma, which is even hotter than flame? Could it be just Uzoth being a creep using the dragon talent flames or while wearing a cloak? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I have no idea what they're getting at here. This makes no sense to me. But there are a couple of segments in this bulletin that are pretty obvious in what else is being added into Blox Fruits. But first, let's read Asking the Developers number 3. Look at these two. They really think they got aura. They really think so, huh? Who's gonna tell them? Yeah, y'all ain't cool. All right, lemon. Will all mythic fruits get a rework to be comparable to new mythics like the dragon or gravity? And the response is, one of our goals is that every fruit has something that makes them unique from one another. I mean, yeah, every fruit is different. Dragon with the biggest transformation, creation with its build mode, gravity with its multiple M1s, eagle with its smooth aerial combat. Soon, I hate that word. I don't hate the word, I hate when the Blox Fruits owners use it. They're kind of just like dancing on the grave of the word soon. More fruits will be comparable to a certain degree. The aim is for all mythic fruits to feel equally impactful in their own way. That's the greatest non-answer I've ever heard. From the sound of it, I feel like all of the old mythic fruits will get a complete rework, like the Control, for example. And maybe some of the newer mythic fruits, like the Yeti or the Kitsune, might just get an upgrade through the admin panel. That's what I think. All right, your BF69. I gotta really read these names in my head before I read them out loud. Are there any possibilities for Blox Fruits to join some special events? The Hunt, the Haunt, the Classic, etc. Hey, we don't need Blox Fruits joining these events. You guys already got me. Is that not enough? The greatest captain of Team Feet, the greatest caster in the Hunt Mega Finals, the greatest performer on stage at RDC. What else do you want, man? Your boy's doing it all. We usually receive invites to be a part of these Roblox events, but oftentimes decline. All right, you guys are cool. As we're more focused on pushing our own updates that the players players are waiting for. Does that mean if Blox joined the hunt event that the dragon update would have taken 2 years instead of 1? We should all be thankful that Blox is focused on pushing their updates, guys. Will we get more subclasses? If yes, will it be useful only for sea events? Dude, I totally forgot about that shipwright subclass until this was mentioned. Do y'all still remember that thing? I want to know this. The shipwright subclass was our first trial run, and it gave us a lot of insight into what players enjoy about subclass style systems. While we'll be expanding on that idea, future versions will be renamed and redefined. Renamed? How do you rename something that's not out yet? Unless you're talking about the shipwright. It's gonna get renamed? They should rename it to my boy Frankie for what they did to the cyborg boss. That I still haven't forgiven them for that. And redefined to be to better reflect their importance in gameplay and offer more exciting progression beyond sea events. Oh, thank God, dude. Thank God there's more to it than sea events. Keep an eye out for more news in these bulletins and in the next update. Ooh, we're getting more subclasses in the new update? Okay. Bounty has not been touched in almost 3 years. Did you ask the bounty if it wanted to be touched? Will we finally get something to hunt for soon? Bro's just casually flexing the fact that he's max bounty. Okay, bro. Just say that. Just say that. The bounty system is definitely due for a revisit. They're reworking everything. Holy, just make Blox 2 at this point. We're exploring the idea of new stats called reputation. Oh, I don't know if I like that. It's like those MMORPG games, if you ever played them, where you get like a reputation beside your name. You just beg everybody in your server to vote your reputation up just to flex. It has nothing to do with skill anymore. The idea is that new stats would increase as your bounty grows, but bounty wouldn't be the only way to raise it. See, I knew it. I knew it. It's sounding more and more like your Reddit karma or something like that. This stat will be even more important than bounty, but won't require you to PvP to, or see, I knew it. I knew it. The whole PvP system's cooked. This will be a feature that's coming soon, but not this update. Hey, all those years spent on practicing PvP is really gonna be meaningless now, huh, you sweats? Uzoth? Wait, how do you submit these questions? I want to submit some too. We're not even gonna read his question. It's probably stupid. Oh, it says right here, we can just post it in Discord and it might show up in the next bulletin. All right, let's see here. I'm on the questions channel. Wait, is that Kato's? When mute music button is enabled, it remains off across all instances until turned back on. That's not a question. Yo, ban this guy. All right, I got a question that's on everybody's mind. This better make it to the next bulletin. When are you going to fire that bum Uzoth and hire MeEnyu as an admin? Question mark. That's how you ask a question, Katos. All right, now on to the juicy part, guys. Okay, this looks pretty interesting. The tides of technique refine the way of water. Look at this picture. It's like the water kung fu senseis. Where's Dagrock? Where's my boy Dagrock? The Sharkmen have been busy refining their ancient martial techniques until now. Classes are opening up to those who are interested in learning the new techniques being offered, from basic training to advanced alike. Anyone is welcome. So it sounds to me, correct me if I'm wrong, like that they have completely reworked the base water kung fu and the awakened Sharkmen karate fighting style. Does that not sound like what they're saying? Those involved with the art say their movements feel sharper, more focused, like something deeper has awakened in the style themselves. Okay, so I think it's a total rework of the fighting style. A sign, perhaps. A sign that the tides of combat are shifting and that even the oldest styles still have room to evolve. Ooh, the tides are turning. Oh, I like that pun because it's like water kung fu. Does that mean that the dragon talon is gonna get dethroned by the water kung fu? Is there gonna be a war between the dragon and the fish? Kind of like Kaido fighting himself. Those who get the reference though. So there you go, guys. Pretty much confirmed water kung fu, Sharkman karate fighting style rework. And it does seem like that all the older fighting styles are going to get a rework eventually. And here's another one. The fighter who fights after the fall by Lenny Left Hook. Damn, Lenny's getting a beating. Holy. Locals say he never wins. Not at first. Wait, why does that sound like me? A lone fighter, covered in scars and wrapped in faded bandages. Oh my god, can I shed a tear for this dude? Has been spotted challenging arena goers 1-by-1, losing each match earlier on, only to rise moments before defeat. Are they talking about the training dummy? He doesn't speak, he just keeps getting back up. He fights like there is no tomorrow, said one opponent. I am starting to genuinely get worried and feel bad that I keep shredding this guy to pieces. Not to mention he gets back up for more. Now that's either some sort of awakened ability that like makes you stronger as you get hurt, kind of like Metal Bats from One Punch Man, or they could be revamping the training dummy. That is a pretty interesting concept, I think, guys. Because like, what if they made the training dummy into like AI and you can just like practice different combos and he can like adapt to different situations as if you were in a real PvP? That would be really cool. Yeah, look at this guy right now. It's like all he does is just like slash you a couple of times with a Yoru. If you stand far enough, he just like stops following you altogether. Dummy is the right name. Maybe they should make a training smarty with Lenny left hook, huh? That would make training so much more fun, in my opinion. All right, lastly, the Campfire Chronicles Into the Wilds. There's so much like camping stuff in this. By Twiggy Lockley. That's funny. That's kind of funny. These guys are all in the juice. Look at them, drinking potions to get buff. Y'all in the wrong game, dude. Y'all should be in Gym League or something. That's much more fitting. As the days stretch on, campers at the state park are venturing deeper into the forest, returning with strange herbs, rare meats. Not sure if you want to eat those meats. And recipes they refuse to share. Some claim their meals now do more than just fill bellies. My wounds closed overnight, said one hiker. I think it was the glowing root I added, or maybe the river crab. So by reading this, to me, it sounds like they're adding potions into the game, right? And these potions have different colors, probably give you different kinds of boosts. This green one obviously gave this guy either like a health or a strength boost. Maybe there's gonna be speed buffs, defense buffs, hopefully ones that give you the triple dark blade. And it sounds like you can probably cook up these potions through just collecting material. Maybe by killing NPCs that drop those materials, or they're gonna be adding new NPCs, who knows? And if I were to guess, it's all gonna be cooked up by Michael Jackson over here, because there just ain't no way they added this whole NPC and this big old room with all these different color potions just for skin colors. All right, there must be more. Michael Jackson's gonna cook up potions in Blox Fruits Update 27. Mark my words. I'm just guessing, don't mark my words. And lastly, it's a bunch of creation builds that you guys managed to cook up. Are really cool. I'll let y'all check those on your own time. But what did you guys think about these bombshells that Blox Fruits dropped on us? I think there's gonna be a lot to look forward to in the upcoming updates. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Also, subscribe